So moving to our next knot in the figure 8 family, we're going to talk about a joining knot. So we're going to use the figure 8 as a joining knot. And the most common, or the name that we're going to go, this knot goes by, is called the figure 8 bend. It's a very useful joining knot, and it's relatively easy to tie, especially if you already understand the figure 8 or rerouted figure 8. So to start out with, I'm going to take one end, I'm going to create that inline 8, setting myself up with that 4-inch pigtail, make that a little longer, right there. Now I'm going to take my other end, and I'm going to retrace it starting at this running end here. And again, just like I did with the rerouted figure of 8, I'm going to try to keep to that path of least resistance. And I'm going to retrace it as I go. And I got a couple twists there, so we'll get those out. Where is that bad boy? Let's flip that one around. There. And that again gives me the figure 8 bend. So there's some other joining knots that are very commonly used, and they're very strong. I actually like the figure 8 bend one. It's one I'm most familiar with, so I tend to stick with it. But other nice things about this knot is it has commonality in a bunch of other knots, so it's easy, it's less to learn, and you just reapply knowledge you already have, so that's super cool. It's easy to inspect, so I know it's correct, because I know some of the other knots, joining knots, do have some ways you can hide, and it can be incorrect. And the really nice thing about this is, again, is we can join ropes of dissimilar size here. So here I'm using the ends of 7mm cord, but if I wanted to join anything up to about 3 millimeters difference in diameter, I can. So that's pseudo useful at times. So let's do that one more time. Let's take it all apart here. So I start with a inline 8, just like that. Got my 4-inch pigtail. Now I take the other end, what was the standing end, and I start to retrace it along the running end, keeping to that kind of outside process as I go. And we'll go ahead and dress this down and clean up all these twists. So one of the other nice things about the figure 8 bend is this knot is actually designed to take cyclic loading, so it'll work under alternating pressure. As we learned about the square knot really doesn't work under alternating pressures or tensions. It needs a constant tension. Figure 8 bend can work under alternating tension. Alright, so there we go.